Hey, what's up guys? Doing a real quick market update on what has happened since the patch went live. So some interesting things. First off, we're going to take a look here at one of the bigger movements. The Earth Mana Leaf has jumped up to around 1920 silver each on this is all on the Enla AH auction house cluster in the United States servers. So a huge jump in value here, over double the value of what they were. Another thing that surprisingly saw a huge jump in value, although it will look small, it actually jumped about 2 times in value, is logs. Log prices went up dramatically as today hit. Very, very interesting. People are building new structures and using up those logs, and also the crafting all the ship components and stuff use logs. So we saw a nice spike in logs. That was very, very interesting. Stone prices have stayed the same. Stone prices have not altered yet. They are still roughly around 10 silver. Archeum prices, again, have also stayed roughly about the same. The highest movement has been, of course, in the Starlight Archeum. Starlight Archeum shards have jumped up about 10 or 15 silver. People still probably don't know that they can convert them into Sunlight Archeum shards and crystals. So I'll show you here. So they're at 60 silver, 255 silver for a crystal, and for an essence, it's at 10. Sunlight Archeum, which you can convert at a 3-to-1 ratio, is at 3 gold, 80 silver. So you could make a decent amount of money. You take 3 of the, in theory, because you need actually 15 of them to make a crystal. So you take 3 of those, you buy them for 180, and you sell them for 380. You're making 2 gold profit right there just by converting them up. The crystals are at 1290. And the essences have dropped a little bit down to about 80. I do want to remind you, on this auction house cluster, there is credit card fraud going on, so all the Archeum prices are probably going to be a lot cheaper since they are getting free dolphin boxes out of those secret packs. And we can verify that credit card purchases are still happening based on the price of some of these items. So the XP boosting potion is 15 silver, and there's hundreds on there, and if you buy them, they'll be gobbled up fairly quickly. Anything in the secrets pack, as you can see here, again, the lucky quicksilver tonic, 30 silver, hundreds of them. The Xperia plants, which also come in there, are dirt cheap at 1 gold, 20, 2 gold for the pumpkins. So credit card fraud is still at large on this auction house cluster, which is raising or bringing down all of the Archeum prices, because again, they come out of those boxes. So your server probably has a lot higher Archeum prices. The other thing to note that the Archeum trees, these are all dead and aren't worth anything, so do not buy those guys. But the new ones that are coming out of the coin purses are selling extremely cheap. I don't know if it's the fact that people don't realize that they are good, or the fact that they don't care about them because they don't have land in Aurora. There's a lot of open land in Aurora still, or the fact that Archeum prices on this server is low enough where they really don't want to bother with planting things and doing a trade pack and don't really give a shit about the Archeum tree. So let me know what your Archeum tree is on your server, on your auction house cluster, because to me this is really, really cheap for the Archeum tree, and there's a whole bunch on here. I've seen them as low as 3 gold before someone bought them all up and started planting some. But yeah, that is a really, really quick market update. Probably the best thing right now to sell is Lucky Moon Point, Lucky Sun Point. They're seeing a huge increase, well, not a huge, but a nice increase in value and a huge demand for these guys because everyone is trying to regrade up. So currently, you can sell Lucky Sun Points on this auction house for about 300, Lucky Moon Points for around 140. Lucky Moon Points only cost 50 loyalty. Lucky Sun Points cost 100 loyalty. So, of course, it is better to sell the Lucky Sun Points, but you do not want to saturate the market. You don't want to have too many of the same item up on the auction house because then it just lowers the price of everything. Anyway, hopefully you had a good launch day of 1.7. We'll definitely be keeping track on the market trends going forward and looking for things to invest in. Right now, the conversion of Starlight Archeum to Sunlight Archeum is still a very, very nice money maker on this auction house. You do it by going to the Archeum workbench. You take 15 of the shards, Starlight Archeum shards, and you convert them into one Sunlight Archeum crystal, and you can make a decent amount of money, at least on this auction house cluster, by doing that right now.